All right, so we're going to get started tonight. I don't know how long we're going to go for. Once again, this is going to be a very unorthodox style of speaking, and we're going to get started. The past three or four, and this will be my last time showing a live on Facebook in regards to my Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights will be Zoom only, and everything will be transferred to my YouTube. I won't be posting very much on Facebook anymore. But anyways, let's get started. The message tonight is keep in mind if you've watched any of my prior Zooms or lives, right? They have been about the day that my dad transitioned to heaven was about driving. And that was like February 9th, I think. So if you haven't watched that Zoom, you can scroll back through my feed. It's a pretty powerful Zoom about driving because all of us drive, all of us sit in traffic, all of us human beings sit in traffic. So if you haven't watched that first Zoom the week that you guys saw me posting stuff about my dad, I highly recommend watching that. The next Zoom I did was on surviving versus thriving. You have not watched that one, I highly recommend you watch that one. The one that I did after that was on comparing ourselves to other people. So if you haven't watched that one, highly recommend it. I think they're around 45 minutes long each. And each of those times I have prayed about what I'm supposed to speak about. And I know that on those first three Zooms, I have not preached the gospel, which is what I'm supposed to do. So before we get started on tonight's topic, which is kind of where we came from or who we came from. That's what the topic is tonight. Who we human beings came from. Why do we where do we come from? That was a question that I asked myself in 2022. Who am I? Okay, I came from somewhere. All this information I'm learning, it had to come from somewhere. So who is God? Is he who did he give the information to? Who did I come from? Right? And so we're going to go over that tonight. But before we do, this is what we're going to be. I'm just going to be, I don't know how it could be over in 20 minutes. I'm not sure. We'll see. But this is the Bible. When I was baptized and born again in 2019 on my birthday, my mom gave me this Bible called Story of Redemption Bible. And in this particular Bible, it has you bounce around and read it in chronological order from the way that the story actually took place, which is different from reading them book by book by book by book. And what easier way to get started with who we came from? Like, who did we come from? Did God create us, right? Did Jesus create us? I'm smiling because from what I've gathered in the church and amongst even believers, and even not even talking about non-believers, okay? Believers argue about like the most basic things in the Bible from what I've come to know. It says this, no, it means this, no, that. Like it's, I can understand why people are turned away from wanting to be a Christian. They don't even understand what it is. So I'm going to read one thing I do like about